You build me up like building blocks just so you can break me down. You try to explain, but before you can start, those crybaby tears come out of the dark.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. Don't make me sad and move. You don't know the half of you.
I'm not a little kid now.
E.T. the Extraterrestrial is an 80s classic directed by none other than Steven Spielberg, the man himself, who had done great films like Jurassic Park, Jaws, Close Encounters, the Indiana Jones franchise, apart from that one movie that we all would like to forget, and lately Ready Player One. And this is a really old classic that tells a story of a young boy who comes across an alien and he befriends it and takes him into his house with none of his parents knowing about it except his brother and younger sister. Now they're trying to keep this alien hidden from the government, from their parents. They don't want anyone to know about it because they're trying to help it get back home before anyone will find out. E.T. the Extraterrestrial is a great movie. It is extremely well directed with an amazing soundtrack, a fantastic cast of people, and a really good message and a really heartfelt story behind it, with good writing and just with overall good intentions. This is one of the most influential films ever, and it is considered one of the best classics and best science fiction family films ever put to screen, and for good reason. Spielberg directed this film, and just by the opening scene, he doesn't show who the characters look like and what these aliens are. Instead of, he just shows the back or just shadows everything, keeps everything a mystery, and the very next scene we just cut to our main characters, and the movie just builds up what this alien is and who these people who are trying to find the aliens are. I thought it was all well handled, and there is not a single shot or a single scene where Spielberg did a terrible job, or at least a dull job directing. He did a fantastic job in every scene, and each scene all had a place in the film to keep it at an exciting to quiet and calm, funny pace, and it was just an overall heartwarming film, and that is kind of what the tone is going for, and it did not felt muddled at all. It felt coherent, and I think a lot of that has to do with the editing. It is so good. I love the transitions of funny moments in the frog lab scene where all the frogs are just escaping and Elliot is just letting them all loose. It was so good, and I love how Spielberg decided to go from there and back to the house where E.T. is just looking at TV and playing around with stuff, getting ideas to find a way to phone back home. It was all so good and so clever. And I love its message on friendship. This is a really old movie, so this message could kind of be dated because it gets reused a lot from people who try to replicate the same thing as this movie. But for what this movie is trying to do and how it presents its message about friendship and family, and how to not let go from each other no matter what, and even if it's a friendship. I thought it was all well handled, and I think that is what Spielberg was really good at back then for these kinds of films, is to have really good messages and present it in a really exciting way that's well directed and gets you pumped up in each scene, while also giving you that sense of enjoyment, like you just want to cuddle in a blanket and just watch a good movie, this is what this movie is. And it's not just good, it's great. And Spielberg doesn't treat it like it's just something that of an idea that he had and he just wanted to show to people and make a quick buck out of it. He put it no, that's not the correct word. Spelling mistake error. Don't do this when you're reviewing a movie. I'm not a professional critic, but he presented himself as not just a competent director, but a talented one, and he just puts his passion right in front of the screen, and it just bursts into the audiences, and it was just a blast to watch. John Williams' score, beautiful. It makes every scene more exciting to watch, and really, you could also play his music for a bedtime story. Like, if you have a kid and you just want him to go to bed, just play the E.T. soundtrack. It will calm them down. It is soothing. It gets them excited. This is everything a John Williams score is, and I just love it. So, great writing, great message, amazing direction from Steven Spielberg, a great cast also, and the characters were just so well rounded. I love how they are going through many stuff, like how they're all affected by their father sort of leaving them for another girl, and how they're trying to deal with that, and how Elliot is really the underdog of the town, and these family problems are just something that these characters have been going through a lot, and these are their character flaws, and they have to learn how to overcome these when they meet E.T., who really did came for a reason to help this family come back together in a way. And I thought it was just something really touching the film also added to, and I thought it was just as well handled as everything else in the film, and something that I never hear people talk a lot about actually when I see reviews of this movie, and that's just something that I noticed and love about it. So, great direction, great writing, great story. This is one of my favorite childhood movies, period, and I'm going to give E.T. the Extraterrestrial an A+. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be doing a long list of reviews considering of Steven Spielberg. I'll be reviewing a lot of his famous classic films, and I'll probably go look at some stuff that I never seen from Spielberg, like Lincoln or Minority Report, because even though I'm a big fan and he was a big influence in my life, I still not have seen all of his films, and I'm planning to do that and review for you guys. Just in respect for him, I want to go back to my childhood and just take honor of one of my childhood heroes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.